To live in this world is a rare thing. Most people just exist. Nothing spoils romance so much as a sense of humor in the woman. I adore simple pleasures. They are the last refuge of the complex. To have become a deeper man is the privilege of those who have suffered. The only way to get rid of a temptation is to yield to it. Resist it, and your soul grows sick with longing for the things it has forbidden to itself, with desire for what its monstrous laws have made monstrous and unlawful. She is very clever, too clever for a woman. She lacks the indefinable charm of weakness. The world is changed because you are made of ivory and gold. The curves of your lips rewrite history. Only dull people are brilliant at breakfast. I like men who have a future and women who have a past. Discontent is the first step in the progress of a man or a nation. Yet each man kills the thing he loves by each let this be heard. Some do it with a bitter look, some with a flattering word. The coward does it with a kiss, the brave man with a sword. How does one cure the soul? Through the senses. It is immoral to use private property in order to alleviate the horrible evils that result from the institutions of private property. Nowadays, most people die of a sort of creeping common sense, and discover when it is too late that the only things one never regrets are one's mistakes. The smallest act of kindness is worth more than the grandest intention. To look at a thing is very different from seeing it. We have really everything in common with America nowadays, except, of course, language. Irony is wasted on the stupid. Beauty is a form of genius, is higher, indeed, than genius, as it needs no explanation. History is a lie commonly agreed upon. The basis of optimism is sheer terror. It is always the unreadable that occurs. As a wicked man, I am a complete failure. Why? There are lots of people who say I have never really done anything wrong in the whole course of my life. Of course, they only say it behind my back. A dreamer is one who can only find his way by moonlight, and his punishment is that he sees the dawn before the rest of the world. Life is far too important a thing ever to talk seriously about. Love is a misunderstanding between two fools. I like talking to a brick wall. It is the only thing in the world that never contradicts me. Where your life leads you, you must go. It is only through art and through art only that we can realize our perfection, through art and art only that we can shield ourselves from the sordid perils of actual existence. He wanted to be where no one would know who he was. He wanted to escape from himself. I am very glad I have traveled. Travel improves the mind wonderfully and does away with all one's prejudices. Extravagance is the luxury of the poor, penury is the luxury of the rich. There is no sin except stupidity. One should absorb the color of life. Truth in matters of religion is simply the opinion that has survived. I never read a book I must review. It prejudices you so. Whenever cannibals are on the brink of starvation, heaven, in its infinite mercy, sends them a fat missionary. Whenever life sucks, remember you are going to die someday. When I was young, I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I am old, I know that it is. Tread lightly, she is nearer under the snow. Speak gently, she can hear the daisies grow. Life is one fool thing after another, whereas love is two fool things after each other. Whenever people agree with me, I always feel I must be wrong. Quotation is a serviceable substitute for wit. Love is a sacrament that should be taken kneeling. How can a woman be expected to be happy with a man who insists on treating her as if she were a perfectly normal human being? It is beauty that captures your attention. Personality captures your heart. The true perfection of man lies not in what man has, but in what man is. And now, dear Mr. Worthing, I will not intrude any longer into a house of sorrow. I would merely beg you not to be too much bowed down by grief. What seem to us bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. This seems to me a blessing of an extremely obvious kind. The moment you think you understand a great work of art, it is dead for you. Either this wallpaper goes, or I do. Hatred is blind, as well as love. I choose my friends for their good looks, my acquaintances for their good characters, and my enemies for their good intellects. The only thing that one really knows about human nature is that it changes. Change is the one quality we can predicate of it. If you are not long, I will wait for you all my life. Finding the meaning of life is easy. Simply get a dictionary, go to the L section, and find the word life. It is better to have a permanent income than to be fascinating. As for modern journalism, it is not my business to defend it. It justifies its own existence by the great Darwinian principle of the survival of the vulgarist. The universe is God. I am God, so that means I am the universe. The imagination imitates. It is the critical spirit that creates. Nothing is so aggravating than calmness. It is in the brain that the poppy is red, that the apple is odorous, that the skylark sings. Please do not shoot the pianist. He is doing his best. But youth smiles without any reason. It is one of its chiefest charms. The world is a stage and the play is badly cast. I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read in the train. It is perfectly possible to get what you think you want and be miserable. It is possible, too, to never get it but deeply enjoy the process of trying. In this world, there are only two tragedies. One is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. Men know life too early. Women know life too late. That is the difference between men and women. For one moment our lives met, our souls touched. I regard the theater as the greatest of all art forms, the most immediate way in which a human being can share with another the sense of what it is to be a human being.